My experience, my power, I believe are the things that are going to be the telling factor. He's a very good fighter, Colin Dunne. Hasn't been taken lightly at all, obviously. I've trained very well and I feel good.
Michael Ayers, phenomenal fighter. I've got utmost respect for him, as I do feel he's got for me, because he's seen me fight and he knows I know the game, and I do.
Colin Dunne is unbeaten and is reckoned to be one of the best prospects in any weight division in British boxing. But the big question is, has he taken a step too far against the competent, confident and highly skilled champion of Britain in the lightweight division, Michael Ayers? What an extraordinary atmosphere. Dave Paris, the man in the middle, will have problems having a word with these two. So 12 3-minute rounds at 9 stones and 9 pounds at stake. The lightweight championship of Britain, held by the man in black with Shaka emblazoned on the front of his trunks. Michael Ayers, now 31 years old. His opponent, 26, the unbeaten former jockey, born in Liverpool from Holloway, Colin Dunne. And this really has been built up to be the domestic contest of the season. And the big question, I think, over Michael Ayers is whether or not he can do 9 stone 9 anymore. And if you've got to struggle to make the weight, well, who knows what can happen. And I'm quite sure Richie Woodall, former undefeated Commonwealth and European middleweight champion, would go along with that.
Oh, definitely can be a problem if he is struggling at the weight, obviously. But if this fight is half as good as the atmosphere, we're in for a cracker.
Dunne really throwing everything into this opening minute or so. Body shots coming in. He doesn't, Colin Dunne, know how to take a backward step. Good right hand from the challenger. And Ayers having to hold on. Once again, another right hand from Colin Dunne, and Ayers grimaced, but he took it well. So Dunne straight away setting out his stall. He's trying to unsettle Michael Ayers. Body shot went in from the little man, the challenger, 2 inches shorter. Terry Toole, his manager, urging him to come forward. The noise simply unbearable here in Wembley. Good shot by Ayers to come back with the right. He took 2 hard rights himself and has come back with one. This was always going to be breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, what a start. Dunne's tactics are spot on. He's got to climb all over Michael Ayers and keep rolling and throwing that left hook out of vision. But he got caught with a terrific shot himself coming in, and that's what he's got to watch. But his tactics are good. He's got to stay on top of him.
Well, the danger about coming forward against somebody who's as slick a puncher as Ayers, that you might just get yourself caught. And Dunne has got caught a couple of times.
Again, Jim, a good left hook from Colin Dunne. And the tactics, I've got to say, absolutely brilliant.
Well, toe-to-toe stuff. It's like a desperate 12th and final round, never mind an opening first.
Yeah, too true. Ayers, as a true champion, responding tremendously.
There is absolutely no possibility that they can keep this pace up for 36 minutes of professional lightweight boxing. This is phenomenal. And already Ayers breathing fairly heavily and his lip is cut. That was a slip. Both sets of cornermen poised to spring into the ring to give some advice, probably to say to both of them, just take it easy. And there's the champion back to his corner, Freddie King, straight into the ring. And there's Michael Ayers, now 31 years old. This is his 23rd professional contest. 20 wins, just 1 loss, and that was in a world title challenge. And 18 of those wins have come inside the distance. 1 draw on a very proud record indeed. And across the ring from him, from Holloway, Colin Dunne, now 26. A perfect record, 21 contests, 21 wins, 16 inside the distance. And this, however, a supreme test of everything that Colin Dunne has in his considerable armoury. What an opening first round that really was. Not a backward step taken. Slicing right hand from Michael Ayers, just to remind Colin Dunne who the champion really is.
Seconds up, round 2.
Now they won't hear what Dave Barris has to say. He brings them back together. And Ayers, I'm sure, will have regained his composure after what was a tough enough first round for him. And he'll want to fight this at long range if he possibly can, and not let the dynamo swarm all over him.
I would certainly think so. That's got to be his tactic, is keep it long, keep it on the end of those long jabs, good long straight right hands. And Michael Ayers, he's a good straight puncher, and it was like fire meeting fire that first round. Absolutely tremendous stuff.
Last time out, Michael Ayers weighed almost 10 stones and 2 pounds. He's had to come down half a stone from then, but he's perfectly confident that he's strong enough at this weight. Spot on the 9 stone 9 limit. Dunne's guard has dropped rather.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dunne's
alarmingly
up a little bit better. He's getting caught with shots. He's got to keep moving that head and try and slip inside them punches to deliver his own big left hook.
Dunne's corner urging him to come forward and be first. He's giving away a couple of inches in height and something similar in terms of reach to the 31-year-old champion Michael Ayers. This is the fourth defence of Ayers' title that he won in February '95, stopping Paul Burke.
Colin with that low left hand, he's got to watch that right hand over the top from Ayers, because that'll be the punch that'll catch him with such a low left hand.
Dunne not too far away with the right, but Ayers saw it coming and slipped it nicely. This is a much more composed second round from Ayers than the first.
Yeah, Ayers seems to have got his boxing back in this round.
Good body shot by Ayers and a left to follow. Last time out, Ayers was most impressive in stopping the very durable Tony Swift, something which very few people had done. Colin Dunne's last 2 contests have been against overseas opposition. They've both gone 8 rounds against tough men who were brought in just to take him that distance. Another cracking round. A better one for the champion, Michael Ayers.
I think so. He's got his boxing back in this round, certainly. It's a case of who lands that big punch, Dunne's big left hook or Ayers' right hand over the top. They've both landed well with those punches, and those punches seem to take most effect.
Just a few seconds to go to the end of another extraordinary 3 minutes of British Championship boxing. Now the crowd here in the Wembley Conference Centre on their feet to acknowledge 2 great warriors. Oh, no wonder Colin Dunne is breathing everything in. Colin Lake, who wasn't a bad junior lightweight or super featherweight himself, giving a little bit of advice about keeping the hands up. Terry Toole, the manager, right in there as well. And he couldn't quite swarm all over Michael Ayers as he did in the first. And Ayers that long jab, and there was the short right hand in to the ribs, and the left to follow caught Dunne flush. The longer reach of Ayers very evident there, and just being first and moving nicely and countering well, and Dunne doing well to avoid those shots.
10 seconds, full.
Well, doesn't he look focused, Michael Ayers?
Round 3.
26-year-old Colin Dunne in red, the challenger. In the very, very dark navy, almost black trunks, Michael Shaka Ayers from Ealing, the champion.
This is where Ayers is having his most success, when he's holding the middle of the ring, keeping him on the end of those long punches, long left hands. Dunne, that's where he's got to be. He's got to be inside, on the ropes, crawling all over him.
Little right over the top from Colin Dunne himself. First time we've seen that shot. Done a little bit flat-footed, and Ayers now bouncing. That's got to be the tactic from Ayers. Keep his man away with that left hand and counter with the right, and he's doing that pretty well.
We always thought, Jim, that this fight was going to be explosive, and it's certainly turning out to be.
Well, Colin Dunne has been down. He was put down by the strong John Thaxton in a non-title fight, but came back to win it. And Ayers, with 18 of his 20 wins inside the distance, carries very definite firepower in both hands. Shaka, Shaka. The cry ringing round at the conference centre. Dunne's face reddening. And he's missing with those short lefts.
Yeah. I'd like to see Ayers standing up a little bit more, using his height a little bit more. He seems to be crouching and coming down to Colin Dunne's level. And that's when he's getting caught.
That was lowish from Michael Ayers. Referee Dave Paris let it go. Dunne not too far away with the left.
Those were two good left hooks, Jim, and they caught Ayers flush, and they certainly rocked him a little bit there.
On the right hand to finish, and Ayers grimaced. Well, Colin Dunne really is aptly named the Dynamo. Does he ever stop?
Tremendous work rate from both fighters. But Colin, the season initiative here, he caught with two good left hooks. But now Ayers, he's recovered and he's back to it.
That's again a good right hand from Ayers to the body, and another good over the top. And Dunne wobbles. To and fro, backward and forward. Dunne wobbling. The champion looking confident. Not enough time in this round. Dunne sensibly holding on. Dave Paris steps in. Oh. Well, whatever they paid for seats here, it's worth it. He got caught, and like a true champion, he kept his cool. He came back, and he seemed to be shaking his head and saying to his corner, well, I've taken good shots from this man across the ring from him, but Michael Ayers, no worries so far about being weak at this weight. Another terrific round. Dunne just pushing his man off, and Ayers getting inside with a very good right hand and not too far away with the right over the top and the left to finish. Dunne moving nicely. Ayers did get the hand up there to block that first one, to be fair to him, and he just plied his way forward against the younger man.
10 seconds. Second out, round 4.
Well, this is all about strength and skill and heart and stamina. And for both of these men, those are commodities which they have in abundance.
Yeah, the question is, Jimmy, how long can these fellas go on like this? It's been a terrific pace right from the opening bell. And that last round, it was a tale of the two punches again. Dunne's left hook, and there again, Michael Ayers, big right hand over the top.
And another good right hand from Ayers. Dunne has always been quite happy to take a shot, but he's taken a couple of good ones from a man who can punch a bit. And the opening part of this, the fourth, has gone very much to the champion, Michael Ayers. Come forward from the Ayers corner. He doesn't need any second bidding.
Dunne has got to keep that left hand up. That's when he's getting caught with that right hand over the top from Ayers.
Well, he does move well, Colin Dunne, from the waist, swerving away from those slicing downward punches from Michael Ayers.
Yeah, this is his type of fight. He'll love this. You know, he's there, he's bobbing and weaving. The guy's in front of him. He hasn't got to go looking for him. I'd like to see Ayers get on his bike a little bit more.
Well, Dunne is so strong, this chunky little fellow, former jockey, Stable Lads champion in 3 years, 88, 90 and 91. And Ayers really digging in. That was a good shot by the champion. And back comes Dunne.
Yeah, terrific challenge. This is by Colin Dunne.
A minute to go. How are they keeping up this work rate? And it really is going to be a question of who tires first.
Who tires first? I think that's what it's going to be. Jimmy, spot on there. This is terrific pace. These fellas must be so fit. Colin Dunne just getting the better of the exchanges here.
Ayers grinned and takes a step backward, and Colin Dunne in front of him all the time. And they're two such splendid professionals that referee Dave Paris has hardly had to issue a single instruction. They know when to break, they know when to step back, and more importantly, they know when to come forward.
Oh, this is toe-to-toe stuff. This is on the cobblestones outside this one. Tremendous stuff.
Well, I'll tell you something, Richie, who needs Las Vegas? This is terrific boxing.
Certainly is.
Oh, what a round of boxing. Well, he still looks fairly calm. A little bit of a swelling underneath the right eye. The 32 and the 26th of January next year, Michael Ayers, but he looks fresh and he looks calm. And this young fella is really going hell for leather to win this British title, which he so desperately wants. It was another non-stop round. Colin Lake saying, keep it up, keep it up, keep him on the back foot, keep him under pressure, keep pushing him backward. Well, they've hardly had time to draw breath, and the crowd have been in full-throated support. Colin Dunne, the challenger, 21 contests, 21 wins. Michael Ayers, the record almost as good. Former WBC international champion and WBO title challenger. His only loss coming in a WBO title challenge to Giovanni Parisi of Italy, and the Italian's home turf. 12 hard rounds, and he come out on the wrong end of the scoreline. Oh, great right hand from Dunne, and full marks to Michael Ayers. He's taken the best shot of the challenger. Now, what will be going through Colin Dunne's mind?
That was a terrific right hand, and Ayers, he did brilliantly there. He just shook his head sort of thing, and look at him now, he's coming back again.
Well, what a contest, what a challenger, and what a champion in Michael Ayers. Ayers missing. But not too far away, and has made a decent connection with the right hand again. The right hand of Ayers was very important in the early stages. Dunne has got him twice with rights of his own.
Yeah, that was another good right hand from Dunne. He's been concentrating on the left hook, but he switched and he scored with some terrific right hands. Two terrific right hands.
Little jab from Dunne. Well, we're not even halfway, and I don't think the pace has slackened one little bit.
It's as if Ayers is trying to make a point here, as if he can fight as well as box. And it's toe-to-toe stuff, and it's even Steven.
And so far the point is pretty well made. We hardly have time to ask Colin Dunne about that at this stage. Good piece of footwork by Dunne on the ropes. He's got Ayers with another right. Well, this little powerhouse Dunne is putting everything into this round. This is an unbelievable contest.
This is a terrific assault from Dunne. He's catching him all over the place, right hands, left hooks. He's switching to the body, to the head. Absolutely tremendous, and Ayers is still there.
About 15 seconds to go, and Ayers has taken some shots. which any other lightweight, I suspect, in Europe would have fallen to, and he's still there.
Well, this, Jim, it's worth a world title, this fight.
Well, he fancies this, Colin Dunne. He really fancies this. The dynamo at full throttle, and Colin Lake saying, that was your run, son. Freddie King in the corner, just calming his man down. But there were a couple of great shots went in there from Colin Dunne, the challenger. He turned his man wonderfully well in the ropes. Great piece of footwork. And Ayers, for a very rare occasion, got himself caught. Dunne trying to shorten the punches. He got him with the left, and the right was just about spot on. Amazing stuff from both of them. Ayers trying to get that right over the top, which has served him so well, and Dunne moving away.
10 seconds, Dunne. Seconds out, round 7.
They've got to do 6 more rounds, that's what it's scheduled for. 12 threes at 9 stone 9. And the British lightweight title at stake. Michael Ayers up on the toes, just probing, looking for a slight opening. Bit of reddening on the bridge of the already squashed little nose of Colin Dunne.
I think Ayers has answered all the questions about being weak at the weight, that's for sure.
Well, the longer this contest progresses, the longer we'll have to answer that particular question. And surely they must be getting tired, Richie.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a fight that's a British fight like this anyway. It's been toe-to-toe. It's been absolutely fun. What a pace, phenomenal pace. Credit to their fitness levels and credit to the trainers.
Referee Dave Paris has been just about the quietest person in this whole particular stadium. Dunne trying to step inside. And Ayers, when he does step inside, is doing the sensible thing and covering up and not allowing Dunne any target. Good hooking by Ayers.
Yes, good work. Colin, he's got to keep pursuing, he's got to keep going forward, pushing Ayers back.
And interestingly, all the better work being done inside is now coming from the champion.
Big left hook from Colin Dunne there again. Against the run of play, if you like.
Well, that was a good shot from Ayers.
Yeah, good right hand and a good short little left uppercut.
This is the champion's round, I have a feeling.
Yeah, this is a big round for him. He certainly picked up the pace. Well, that's what fighters are like. Oh, that was a great shot.
Oh, he's done. That was a cracking shot. And the wind taken out of the sails of Colin Dunne. But he's straight back up again. What a brave little fella. Great round for Ayers, great finish, great resilience from Dunne. Well, Freddie King ecstatic about the way that was finished. Had it happened in the middle of the round, well, who knows? But it was timed to perfection and angled beautifully and delivered with precision. Oh, right in underneath the elbow into the short rib, and nobody could have stayed up. Well, Ayers changed the tactics very positively, and he was quite happy to stand toe-to-toe and go inside, and for the first time Dunne left the side exposed. Great contact. champion's round
10 seconds.
from the British champion.
Seconds up. Round 8.
First knockdown of this contest in favour of the champion, Michael Shaka Ayers, 31 years old. So accomplished. He nearly went for that same shot again. And Dunne has to be wary. And Ayers picking up where he left off, piling on the pressure. His supporters now on their feet.
Yeah, this will certainly be a test of Dunne's character now. He's taking some big shots again. Ayers sensing, he's growing in confidence, sensing he can take it.
Last thing Ayers must do is get careless. That was a bit low by Colin Dunne. And a rare intervention by Dave Paris. Oh, that was deliberate. That was a knee went in there from Colin Dunne, I'm quite sure. Michael Ayers very annoyed. Colin Dunne very lucky to get away with just a bit of an ear bashing from Dave Paris, and that spurred on Michael Ayers. Well, he's really aggravated the champion. A low blow and very injudicious use of the knee to the groin area, and Michael Ayers has got the dander off as if he needed any incentive other than retaining this Lonsdale belt.
I think Dunne he can feel it slipping away, trying absolutely anything, and as we've seen there, it's absolutely anything.
Ayers is now blocking most of the Dunne shots with his elbows and forearms. Good right hand, he's got him. What a great right hand. A minute to go to the end of the 8th. And Dunne in danger of finding the canvas for the second time in this contest.
That was a big right hand from Ayers. I expected the ref just to jump in there. 1 minute he staggered, or at least to give him a count, but Ayers had his back to the ref, he probably didn't see it as well.
Well, he's giving Dunne every chance, quite right too. Dunne's still there. He took a terrific right hand. And Ayers grinning now. Another good right hand to the ribs. Opposite side from the left to put Dunne down.
The body shots are certainly having a big effect on Dunne.
Well, it's a very clever piece of championship defending by Michael Ayers. A lot of long shots to the head and then short ones to the body. And Dunne
like
has been kept guessing and being kept on the back foot.
It's a bit like a red rag to a bull, Jim. He's really going for it now.
Another good round for the champion, who casts a very baleful look in the direction of the challenger. Michael Ayers came through a round that had just about everything except a finish. Freddie King once again laying down the law. That was the right hand that wobbled Dunne, and the legs left him completely. It really was the best shot that Ayers has delivered all contest, and Dunne looked very anxious. Well, doesn't he look in good condition? Doesn't he look fit? And doesn't the Dunne corner look a little bit on the anxious side?
Ten seconds, callers. Second up, round 9.
4 rounds remaining. And if they're anything like the first 8, then this will go down as one of the British Championship contests, not just of this year, but of the decade.
There's one thing, Jimmy, I think if Ayers would have been just slightly weak at the weight tonight, he'd have lost his title, there's no doubt about it. But I think everyone's been saying he's really a light welter. He's proved tonight that he's the true lightweight champ. Up till now, anyway.
Well, Ayers working hard inside. varying it from head to body and catching Dunne in the ribs once again. One or two of the Dunne supporters perhaps feeling that some of the Ayers body shots might be a little bit run towards the back to the kidney area. But Dave Paris is the man who'll decide that.
Well, you have to take your hat off to Colin Dunne. He's took so many hard punches these last couple of rounds and he's still in there. And there again, a good left hook, but Ayers just seems to walk through him.
Left again from Dunne, and Ayers comes straight back with a right.
It's a good right hand, Jim.
Ayers putting on the pressure. Short right once again, gets the challenger. Ayers not too far away from winning this.
Must be soul destroying for Dunne. He's fighting, he's at the right type of fight, but the man is matching him for strength, and Ayers just seems to be getting stronger.
Dunne now swinging a little bit wildly, a minute to go. Little short right once again from the challenger, and a second, but the power not there the way it was early on.
Well, you'd have thought at this pace it would have slowed up, but they haven't. They've just kept going. Absolutely unbelievable.
Ayers so strong. Half a minute to go. Dave Paris steps in and he stopped it. He has stopped it. Coming up to the end of the 9th round. Dunne, I'm sure, is distraught. Michael Ayers, 31 years old, and still the lightweight champion of Britain in what, without a doubt, is one of the lightweight contests of all time in a British ring. Terry Toole and Colin Lake, I think, will be very upset, but Michael Ayers really silenced quite a few critics. Colin Dunne, the fight slipping away from him when Dave Paris stepped in and said that was enough. And I think something has been said by the Dunne corner, not by Dunne himself, which is rather silly. I think Dunne would certainly press for a rematch on this, but no doubting as to who won it. The sheer resilience of Michael Ayers came through. An incredible fight, a phenomenal finish, unbelievable bravery all the way, and Dunne started to wobble. The body shot did it again, and he looked very, very vulnerable, and you've got to give full marks to Ayers. That did look a little bit low in Ayers' own corner, and at this point Dave Paris said, Colin Dunne, my little son, you've had enough. Michael, you said before that you weren't going to give this thing up, and you certainly had no intention, had you?
No, I was definitely not going to give it up lightly. He come better. He's a good fighter. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. Our tactics weren't right on tonight. You know, I didn't even feel I was in there to last for the fourth round or something. So I had to give up tactics tonight and just dig deep and just work rate. That's what I had to go on tonight. I mean, I was looking for 12 hard rounds of the way. I knew I wasn't finding the shots cleanly as I can do and as I usually do. But thank God we got it done, and you know, he's a tough boy and take nothing away from him. I mean, these are sort of fighters. These guys, he come for it tonight, undefeated. And this is the kind of things we have to be up against, you know. It's tough business, but this is being champion, it's worth it, you know. I'll do it all over again.
Change of tactic, going for the long shots early on, and then did you decide that you could match him toe-to-toe, head-to-head?
Well, it was more, I mean, the tactics beforehand, we worked out, my trainer Freddie King, Carly Crew, Barry, we all sat down, watched my video. We believed, as I do believe, I was a better boxer all round. So we was going to box him from distance and pick him off and take him out. But as I said, we wasn't getting off tonight, so I had to revert. In the corner, we said, look, it's not working out tonight. We have to revert, use the strength, and just go in head-to-head with him and find out who had the heart. I knew I'd be there for 12 rounds, and that's what we had to do. It's not the way I like to box. I end up looking like this, fighting that way. But we got the belt, and that's the main thing. So thank God for that.
He did well. It was a wonderful contest. And the